Welcome to my channel. I help people overcome migraine induced from adverse childhood experience and adult life PTSD. So today we are looking at two main root causes that creates a hypersensitive response, your migraine, that get triggered when the threats or danger from the past traumatic experiences appear. The first one is from adverse childhood experience, and the second one is the PTSD developed in your adult ages that may be from hostile work or relationship environments. We'll be looking at each of them today. First, let's look at the migraines that are induced from an adverse childhood experience. An adverse childhood experience is a traumatic event or sets of traumatic events that happen to you that caused significant stress at an early time in life. When you were a child, maybe you were emotionally neglected or emotionally and physically abused or even was sexually abused. Let's look at this slide as an example. This is a case of domestic violence. Here, this child in the middle is you. Maybe you are 6 or 7. The people who you love the most and trust are going through repetitive arguments, physical and verbal abuse, and you're all new to the situation right here on this side. It can be an alcoholic father or drug abusing mother or some step parents or your guardians, whoever it is. You are experiencing this scene in your childhood which is very traumatizing for you. There can be loud noises, things being destroyed, smell of alcohol or cigarettes, and many other things. Here, your body and subconscious mind is recording the event and creating a hypersensitive response in your nervous system. Now, it tells you when the threat is there. Maybe when dad walks a little faster while you're in bed, triggers this hypersensitive response because deep inside you know something bad is about to happen that's going to bring you pain. Suddenly, headaches are formed. When these response systems are activated on assuming whether the traumatic event can happen again by picking up the triggers, automatically the migraine is initiated. The mind does this by giving you more pain that you don't have to feel this pain from this recurring domestic violence. Or the parents will stop fighting and care for you since you have this headache or migraine. But the thing is, the mind and body keeps this mechanism, and when similar stressful experiences are about to happen, migraine is released again. Therefore, in your adult life, when you experience these triggers, migraine will be initiated. In the beginning, it will be a monthly attack, then weekly, and maybe even daily upon picking up the triggers. Now let's look at the migraine induced from work-related stress during your adult life. This comes as similar with relationship as well, but let's look at this slide in particular, work stress. Here, this is you as an employee. Maybe you are new or worked there for a while. Your boss or your colleagues pushes you mentally, scares you, or put pressure upon you. Or there could be some sort of bullying or drama or tremendous amounts of work-related stress being induced. The thing is that this is not just for a day. This can happen in a repetitive way, which means this pain that you are getting is happening daily or anytime you work. Here, you in the middle is going through tremendous amount of anxiety, fear, stress, worry, and intense pain. You tell yourself you can't cope with this any longer, and you have no option to leave this job because it pays your bill. This goes on for a while, and this hypersensitive response from all the negative feelings start to grow. The main purpose of your mind is to give what you want and keep you alive to survive a little longer. Suddenly, all this pain from anxiety, fear, stress, and worry, and intense pain from work and colleagues initiates the hypersensitive response to either fight, flight, or freeze to cope or to escape. But majority of the time we freeze because we need the job, and this mind, nervous body understands that you can't keep yourself away from this pain. So it changes the hypersensitive response into migraines, which is another response or the same hypersensitive response, giving you pain so that you can't work. It will start coming once in a while, then changes to daily, making you call out sick frequently. Anything work-related matter triggers this migraine, making you unable to work and eventually making you quit your job. See what the mind does? You think you quit your job because of the migraine, but actually it is the opposite that is happening. What actually is happening is your mind and body is protecting you with this hypersensitive response so that you don't have to go through that pain from work, which is intense stress every day. So obviously the question comes, why doesn't my migraine go away after I quit my job or change to another job? The way the subconscious mind works is once this hypersensitive response is learned, which in your case is the migraine, it is 24/7 looking for the threats to protect you from. Threats can be even waking up the usual time you used to go to work, the smell of the perfume from the people you worked with, even looking at the time on the clock or the time of the day you did certain tasks, all these things. Even if you change your job, the threats or similar stress is being detected all the time, and then the migraine is still initiated again to protect you from that further pain or chances of pain. Because the subconscious mind records each and every detail from the initial traumatic events and the subsequent traumatic events that gives you this PTSD, it's programmed in. PTSD being the root cause has symptoms. What you have is the symptom that can be this migraine. Unless we rewrite the subconscious mind that we don't need this protection and the threats are not there, or even we respond differently when the threats arise, it will still run this program, PTSD induced migraine, to protect you like the antivirus program on your computer. Even now, the mind is running this program thinking there is still a chance that you may have to go to work. So even in your 70s or 80s, it is still protecting you, which means you have migraine again. We have the same approach when it comes to adverse childhood experience induced PTSD migraines as well. Rewrite the adverse childhood experience, rewrite the response, and rewrite the migraine. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment box below. Also, if you need help with your migraine, I have my info in the description. I'll see you in the next video with more information. This is Shijo Chandapillai signing off. Thank you.